Hello. I am Tracy Smalls and I am back to share another video. Before I get started, I must disclose I do not own the copyrights to any of the songs in this video. And as always, I would just appreciate it if you all will like, comment, and share these videos. If you have not already done so, I'm asking that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Under Tracy Smalls, click on the notification bell so that you will be notified whenever I am uploading new videos, okay? Now I'm going to have this music down a little bit lower tonight. I know normally I have my music up, but I want to make sure that you all hear me tonight. Let me sip on some water. I already see it's going to be an issue. My throat is stretching. My voice is a little bit hoarse, but I'll make it through this video. I hope you all are having an amazing day, whether it's your morning, afternoon, and night, whenever you're viewing this video. I hope all is well with you and you're healthy in your mind, especially with everything that is going on in the world right now. I'm just hoping that everyone is doing well, and if not, we're striving to get to that place. For a topic tonight, in the last video I uploaded, I talked a little bit about some of the things to look for to determine if you could possibly be in a situation with a narcissistic person. And I talked just a little bit on gaslighting, but I also said I wanted to touch bases on gaslighting just a little bit more. I wanted to turn the volume down some. I feel like I'm yelling. But anyway, I wanted to talk a little bit tonight about gaslighting and what it means, and some of the signs to look for. I'll be looking down quite a bit. I study. I do the work, y'all. So the information that I am sharing, I have studied and I am doing the work. A lot through experiences and a lot through just simply doing the work and educating myself so that I can share it with others. My goal is to help out as many people as I possibly can. Okay, so let's get started. And gaslighting, I'm going to give you the definition for gaslighting. It's just simply the doubting of another person's reality. And I know y'all have probably heard me saying this several times in any videos that you've heard me sharing before. I talk a lot, and I'm looking at the clock because I want to make sure that I keep within the restraints of a decent time so you could get the information quick, fast, and you could carry on with your life. So anyway, it's the doubting of the reality, your own reality, things that you know to be real, but you doubt yourself. And it originated, let me tell you where I discovered gaslighting originated from. It originated from a play that later turned into a film, I believe somewhere in the 1930s, maybe 1940s. In fact, I looked at a little bit of the movie. It's an old movie, but I looked at it because I wanted to make sure that what I was sharing was accurate, and it is. The play was really, or the movie I should say, was really pretty interesting. It was really interesting. So if you get a chance, you like old movies, maybe check it out. It's called Gaslight. And it's simply given that name because the husband, he was turning the gas light up and down. When his wife confronted him, he denied it. And he did things like this throughout this movie. And it actually made her go insane. You imagine, and like I said in the last video, could you imagine looking outside your window and you could see it's raining and the individual right by you seeing what you're seeing, and they're telling you it's not raining out there. That's just a little bit of wind blowing. When you know you see the rain, I'm not talking about a little sprinkle that you could barely see. It's actually raining, and the individual's like, it's not raining. Wouldn't that make you go insane after a while? Yes, it would. It's like, wait a minute now. I know I'm not crazy. I know I'm not crazy. And then there was a part in the movie where the husband and wife were going out to an event, and in her little brooch, the little brooches that the women, the hand brooches that they would clip around their wrists, and the bag hangs. She took that with her, knowing exactly what she had inside of her bag. What he did was his watch. He slipped his watch into her bag while they were out at the event. He's sitting by her and he asked her about the watch. And she's like, I didn't see the watch. In other words, I don't know. I don't know, where it could be, essentially, is what she was saying. And then he took the bag out of her hands, opened it up, and voila, the watch was there. But he knew he put it there. And so in her mind, she's going crazy now. It's like, wait a minute. So that's essentially what gaslighting is, your sense of losing your own reality. And so I wrote a couple of things down concerning what gaslighting could possibly look like. Now, just say, for example, let me give you another example. Imagine that you have for a woman, I'm going to talk to the ladies for just a second. Imagine for a second you see, and y'all please excuse the background noise. I have others in the house with me tonight, so I'll try to stay as focused as I can without looking all over the place. But anyway, just imagine you see ladies, you see a piece of clothing in your laundry room, in the laundry basket, dirty, and you know for sure it's not yours. You confront your spouse, your significant other about it. You're like, hey, let's keep in mind, it's just the two of you all in the house. And you're asking him, where did this underwear come from? He's like, that's yours. You're like, that's not mine. He's like, yes, that is yours. But maybe you wear a size 5 and the underwear looks like a size 10. Really? But after a while, they play those games with you for such a long period of time, it will make you go insane. It really would. So that's just another example that I could share. Let's see here. Let's see. Now, let me use this. No, I think I won't. I'll leave that one alone. Unfortunately, y'all, gaslighting is extremely real. It's cruel and sometimes unusual punishment, especially when the individual that's putting all of this on you knows exactly what they're doing, and they're watching you, literally watching you crumble to pieces. It doesn't matter to them that you're crumbling to pieces. That's a controlling mechanism. Another controlling mechanism with gaslighting is silencing you. And what they do, they would go silent for a period of time, hoping that you will get over or forget about what was already done, so that you all would never have to go back and revisit that conversation again. So they give you the silent treatment. Well, if you're silent, how could you talk about something? So that's another way of gaslighting you. It's like, okay, I'm going to shut him or her down. And I like to sometimes say, I know I talk to the ladies a lot, but they're narcissistic women as well. So it's just not subject totally to men, but I talk to women a lot. So you may hear me using, a woman a lot of times in my videos. Okay. And so as I've mentioned before, gaslighting, it's real, y'all. It is real. It will make you lose your sense of who you are. At some point, you could get to the point to where you actually start gaslighting yourself. You're telling yourself everything is okay. Maybe that wasn't the case. No, maybe I'm wrong. I mean, after a while, you literally start reversing it and gaslighting yourself. And not just, I hate to use, and I'm not going to use the individual's name for the sake of keeping it private. But you imagine a child wanting to tell their parent that they were touched inappropriately, molested, and the perpetrator tells that child, if you say anything, your parents will not love you anymore. They won't like you anymore. They won't believe you. Well, in that child's mind, they're going to do whatever that individual is telling them because they believe them. They start thinking in their minds, maybe it wasn't that bad. Maybe he just, or she, men and women, they molest children. Maybe their hands slipped. It really didn't happen. You start making reasons in your mind to justify what happened just to get through it. Can y'all hear the grease popping in the background? Didn't I tell y'all? They're frying in the background, but it is okay. So those are some examples, y'all, of what gaslighting really is. Causing you to lose your reality of what you know to be real. Another form of gaslighting is sometimes the family members getting involved. Just say, for example, you may tell one of your spouses or your significant other, a family member, what he or she has done to you. And just say, for example, you're married and you tell his or her family member what they're doing, what they've done to you, and that family member is like, well, you're the one with the ring. Why are you worrying about it? You're the one with the ring. So in other words, don't worry about all that stuff. Change your perception of what you think is going on. Don't worry about all of that. He or she's in bed with you every night. They do it. They will do it. Or the perpetrator themselves. You could clearly see a text message in his or her phone, a romantic text message to someone else. And they say to you, you're worrying about the wrong thing. I'm here with you in bed every night. Don't concern yourself about that. These are all gaslighting tactics, y'all. And if you find yourself in a situation like this where you're constantly having to defend your reality, constantly having to sort through your mind what's real from what's not, you may be gaslighted. So be careful with that because it does have a tendency of making you go insane. It very well could be. So you want to make sure that when you see this stuff happening, stay true to your reality and do not allow this individual to dictate to you what's real from what's unreal. Don't let them switch things up in your mind because honestly and truthfully, while you're trying to sort through all of this stuff in your mind, they're constantly trying to keep you confused. You may find yourself going back and strolling through your phone, looking at old text messages to see if, wait a minute now, let me see if this is what it actually said. Or you may have gotten into their email account and it's like, let me go back and find that email because I know I'm not crazy. Let me go back through that cell phone. I know I saw this man send a woman a picture of his private part, or I know I saw this woman send a picture of her private part. Let me go back through the cell phone to make sure that this is what I saw. That's just how combobulated it will have your mind. Okay? So if you're ever wanting to ask me any questions, Please feel free to inbox me directly on Facebook. I'm under Tracy Smalls on Facebook. Follow me on Facebook. I'll be getting out onto Instagram more than I have been. It's been quite a while since I've been out there. But again, please like, comment, and share these videos. Get on out there to YouTube. Subscribe to that YouTube channel. If you have not already done so, please get out there and purchase my book, Breaking the Chains of a Narcissist, on Amazon. It's in paperback as well as Kindle. And again, y'all check that movie out. If you like old films, check that movie out, Gaslight. It is quite interesting. Quite interesting. And even if you're not with a narcissistic person, you may have someone in your life that you could remember doing this to you once or twice throughout your life. Not necessarily means they're a narcissistic person, but these are things to just look out for, y'all, to keep your minds intact. And don't let anyone, I can't stress this enough, do not let anyone dictate your reality. Don't let them change the narrative in your mind of what's real. Don't do it. Don't do it. It could be some serious consequences behind that if you're not a strong individual. Don't do it. So until next time, y'all, take care of yourselves, love on each other, be safe. As always, healthy mind, healthy life. Love you all. Have a good day, night, morning, whenever you're watching this video. Talk to you soon.